What's up, what's up, what's up, Profit Gang family? Jay Adams, aka Justin Adams, aka Jay Adams Investments, master trader and master educator with an amazing company called iMarketsLive. Guys, coming to you here with a video. Rest assured, we're going to get this new series kickstarted, going over some basics for those of you who are new to trading and stuff, just to provide some extra value to you guys wanting to learn more about the markets, whatever it may be. Myself have been trading for a couple years now, very successfully, with a very, very, very good win ratio percentage. So guys, rest assured, let's get into it. Is there any secret to Forex? Is there a specific secret to be able to catch these moves? What we're going to go over in this video, guys, is very, very, very basic. It's the foundation of what you really need to know leading into Forex. If you want to go down this Forex journey, it's amazing, guys. I'm telling you, it's changed my life forever and ever and ever, and will continue to as long as you follow these principles here. So right here, guys, I want to focus on this move here, and then you have another one here and this move here. In retrospect, the moves on this now, price range, we can have a price range here on this candle is 150 pips, and then you have this candle here, which is 120 pips. So all in all, a potential trade of about 260, 270 pips or whatever. If you catch one of the moves, it's still, this is a good, momentum inside of this pair across GPB, JPY, guys. We're going to get into it. What is the secret lines that you talk about? So real quick, guys, we're going to go over this real simply. And we're going to start with a line chart. What I mean by a line chart is you can see these lines here. They go down, up, down, up, down, up. And we're going to go to the weekly time frame. Now, what we're going to look for, if you're new to Forex or anything like that, this is how simple the market can be. If you have a level inside of the market, which I consider a major level, and you have these ones that act as these support and these resistance areas. What I mean by that is just like this. Now, support is basically like the floor, like you have a house, it's support boards. And you have your resistance, which is like pushing you down, like it's resistance inside the market. It's these major areas in the market that when both acted as support and resistance, that's what's considered a major level. So on the weekly, we're not going to draw a bunch of lines. We're not going to color our charts. We're not going to make this like this whole crazy thing where we don't even know what's going on with our chart. As you can see, no indicators, no nothing on the chart, just real simple price action right here. So rest assured, guys, let's get into it. Let's find some lines that have these areas in the market that are acting as support and resistance. And one I want to mark up is right here. And we can look at that on a line chart. It's basically here. You can see these points where it points and acts as that drawing we just drew, acting as resistance here, swing there, acting as a support area here, right? So we can predict these moves in the future with higher probability. So we're going to do we're going to do like a range. And this range is right about, not one right there, I'd say right here. Yes, right here. You can see on this example, this one here and this one here, they don't quite touch, but what I do in this scenario is I take the median of that, just like that, and you can see the wicks will probably, yep, see they've wicked in there. So this gives you that potential here. And as you can see, this weekly right here, we're just going to go in here and label it weekly, just like that. And then this one will be a weekly as well, just like that, right? So we can see that this is a major, you can see it closed here, had a major reaction off of that. And that's those moves where you can see this 100 and I think it was 40 pips here and 120 pips here, how we can manage and know where to find and how to find these trades. So next one, I'm gonna go to the daily and I'm gonna just do the same thing, a line chart, and I'm gonna see some areas in the market like here. Actually, it's all support, there's no really resistance there. Okay, yes there is, sorry. So right here, we're gonna change the color too. Change it like a black line, right? And we can see that you had a major swing. What I mean by swing, guys, is like these big moves, just like this. You had a swing there acting as resistance, and you had a swing to the upside acting as support once, probably 2 times, and 3, 4, 5 times more so over. So that's like a daily. I like to stay where price is relevant as well. Where price is around here. I don't like to get too high or above. And you can see some lines down here, like you have one there. We have some up here just to show you some examples like that. Cool, good stuff. So when we go back to our candle chart, now this is where we get into the details and the nitty gritty. Like this is all about detail now. We're going to actually go to the 1 hour and we're going to look for these specific details. And what I mean by details is I'll zoom out my screen, see all this. How do we know that this is going to reverse right here? Well, let's take a lines and we're going to do some different colors here. We're going to do pink ones. And what I'm going to look for is areas that basically have the biggest swing with barely any drawdown. So you have, what I mean by drawdown is not any like big wicks or, you know, kind of big swings here. You can kind of see this right here. Drops to the downside, right? And then we're going to just identify these areas. And you can see this is that daily area that found, you know, big drop down to here to the weekly. You can see one here, right? You can see one here, so on and so forth. Like these big, like little, like how do you catch these intraday moves? Like especially here, like the two moves I want to focus on here, as you can see here. You know, you can see another one here, barely any drawdown. How do we measure this and find this and come up with the best probability to catch a move like that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a line chart, and now on the candles, I'm actually going to get into detail here. And what I mean by detail is I'm looking at this one right here. And what I mean by that is you can see, and I'm not going to have, let me just delete some of these so we don't clutter the chart up too much. I'm going to see here that this was a major resistance with a swing to the downside. You can see this was a nice about 100 and some pip move right there. If we want to measure it, it was from the pink line down to here. It was about 147. Then you have this one right here, like this. I'll do the pink one. I'm going to highlight that for you guys right here. And you notice that if we were to thicken this line up, just like the picture drawn in the beginning of the video, if you miss it, go back. What acts as resistance, fake out, breakout here, another breakout here, finally comes out here. This was the entry for this trade here because it finally broke and retested and closed above a wick close, and he could have caught this move all the way to the upside here, to the upside, potentially getting into detail, a 330 pip swing to the upside. Rest assured. Let's draw a couple of these lines, guys. I'm actually going to keep these thick like this. Cool. I usually don't keep them thick, but I want to show just examples. All right, cool. There's one right here. You can see support is right here, and this is the hour time frame, so it's real super detailed. Support, resistance down. You can see in the future how it respects. Like I was focusing on these two areas here, and look here. Coincidence? Secret? Maybe. Let's keep going. I'm going to find some super details here. We got this. All right. Let's get a couple more. Like right here. You can see how it's resistance over here, resistance inside, swing up, breaks, retest. Another one here, breaks, retest, kind of over here. And you can see this, look, breaks, retest, and huge drop to the downside. That was a nice move right there too. Just like this. But let's get to the moves. And guys, I was looking over here. I wasn't even focusing on the two moves we were looking at. And look at this. Here. And these are the two moves on the hour time frame that I wanted to focus on. How do we catch these? Well, this being a weekly, basically all that means is your weekly is the strongest level, which means that you can see a reaction had here, Then we had a break above here, another retest of this line. Now this is a detailed line on the hour chart right here. You can see here, comes out, test, breaks above, stops what? At this line right here, another major line. Would you sell here or wait for the buy? This is when we get a Fibonacci retracement, which is another video in itself, guys. It's crazy the things that you can do with Fibonacci. And we can see that if we were to get into detail more, draw the line on this 38.2, we can see that it also acted as resistance here. It's like this, swing down. And then that's where it broke, just like the picture in the beginning of the video, broke, came down, retested a little past 38.2, but it was like 20 pips, and you could have caught this second move here in case missing that first one. Guys, lines are critical. We're going to start off, we're going to recap on this, right? Recap, right? Start weekly on line chart, then you're going to go daily, then you're going to get detail on H1. Find those breaks, find those retests, and I'm telling you, this secret right here will take your analysis next level, be able to catch these moves, and know when they're going to happen. This has been Justin Adams, Master Trader, Master Educator at iMarketsLive. Appreciate you guys. Very grateful for you guys. Click the like button. Spread a comment. Spread love, guys. We're going to get this channel absolutely out there. It's all for you guys. This is just value to the entire world. It's time. We're on a huge shift of consciousness in this world, and it's amazing to be a part of. So I'm here for you guys. Let's get this started and be excited for more stuff coming in the future. Peace out.